unbelievable. I'd never been to Dubai before. I'd never really travelled much as a kid.
A little holiday as well.
It was a lovely holiday. Got a lovely tan.
Yeah.
Still got it actually. Yeah.
Time for the big conversation. An ordinary chat show with extraordinary people. The big conversation. Let's go.
I think it could be better. I think it. I mean,
have you not seen that it's got your name on the back?
has it? Oh,
It's got
it
your
has.
name on the
Oh,
back.
yeah, it has. It's
Yeah,
got
it
my
has.
name on. That is a nice touch.
It's a nice touch.
I would have liked a little pillow. It's
bear that in mind.
it's
No
digging
one else
into me a
has
little
said
bit. Well, I think they're just being kind. I'm just helping you guys make this better and better and better.
Criticism, yeah.
A nice
Dave
pillow.
Atwood was going to build us a chair.
Oh, was he?
Well, apparently
That's
he builds
nice.
chairs.
That is lovely. But he
But
hasn't
he
come
hasn't,
through.
no.
So he lied to you.
Exactly.
He's lied to you.
So you
I would have loved if he'd built a chair
so
because
you
I would be.
want a pillow next time.
A pillow would be
maybe?
nice. Yeah. End of season,
He
we do
wants
have
a
another
pillow.
chat, and I want a
Yeah.
pillow.
Well, he is injured.
But it's sturdier than you think because I thought it was going to buckle, but
It's
it's
for
not.
posture.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's been great for my back. It's been great.
So obviously you say you played a lot of rugby growing up. As a teenager, what was your journey like through sort of playing from your teen years to then making the jump to playing rugby at a more senior level, professional level?
So actually, I was very lucky. So I obviously played rugby at Chinner Rugby Club in Oxfordshire. Obviously, you progress into the county sort of level, and then from county, I played from county under 12s to about under 15s, and then the England trials, England schoolboy trials, so under 16s, and then from there I was scouted to go to Colston's, which is actually in Bristol. And I was lucky enough to go for the various stages of England age group rugby, England 19s, England 21s, and then offered a contract out of school at Leicester Tigers, and then from there, very lucky my first year to get an early run the first team due to injuries, and just took my chances.
Sometimes
really.
that's what you need. Though,
Yeah,
isn't
it was just a bit
to
of
get
luck.
that
Yeah.
break? Now, obviously, you've played some great games at the professional level. You scored the fastest hat trick in Premiership history at the time, which was 13 minutes in. I
Yeah.
believe. That must have been an incredible moment to do
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah, I was
Fairly early in your career
Yeah,
as well.
I mean, it was my second game for Leicester Tigers, and obviously I hadn't scored. It was my first try for in professional rugby, first try for Leicester Tigers, and obviously to follow up with another two after that.
Straight in. No
Yeah,
messing around.
I owe it to Andy Good as well. He put me in some lovely passes that day. So yeah, it was amazing. It was like a dream come true, obviously, to be playing for a team that I'd sort of supported as a kid. To be playing
That
for
must
them.
be amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Watched them growing up.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I remember going to the Pilkington Cup final a few times and watching Leicester Tigers play. I went to the game where Neil Back pushed the referee over against Bath and he got sent off. And obviously Rory Underwood and Tony Underwood were there, Leon Lloyd, Austin Healy. And then when I got the chance to play with these guys, and Leon Lloyd was there and Austin Healy was in that team, Andy Good, Martin Johnson, it was his last year of professional rugby, and it was unbelievable. It was
Was it a bit daunting at times?
Oh yeah, definitely. Just being in the Leicester Tigers change room and looking around, seeing these heroes that you'd sort of watched growing up, was unbelievable. But yeah, it was pretty special, and I was very lucky to get that opportunity.
And obviously, you say you played England schoolboys growing up. You did, of course, play for the Sevens team, and you played for the 15s team as well. Your debuts were very close together for both teams.
Yeah, it was literally, I think, a week in between.
Was it strange going from the two different styles of play so quickly, especially in such important debut games?
Yeah, well, my first game was against Samoa for England. Came on, scored a try, and then I flew out literally the next day to Dubai. And that was unbelievable. I'd never been to Dubai before. I'd never really travelled much as a
A
kid.
little holiday as well.
It was a lovely holiday. Got a lovely tan. Still got it actually. No, so it was unbelievable. It was a bit of a roller coaster. I think I was 20 years old, and 19 or 20 years old, and everything was just happening so quickly, and it was just crazy.
It felt like the craziest couple of weeks of your life.
Just amazing. That first season was amazing. Obviously, fresh out of school. To be playing England a year later, and then obviously England Sevens, and it was unbelievable.
But you played in the 2006 Commonwealth Games,
Yes.
is that right?
Yes.
And you won a medal.
Yeah, got a silver medal against. We played New Zealand in the final, and on that, I remember we played Australia. Obviously, it was in Australia. I was up against Lottie Takiri. They had Sterling Mortlock playing. I think Gitto played as well. So that was unbelievable. Then we played Fiji, and then we absolutely hang in. Played against New Zealand in the final, and they run us ragged. We were at
You should have mentioned, we'll cut that bit out.
Yeah. Really, we got gold medal. But no, it was amazing. I think the first half of my career was just happening doing so much, travelled so much.
Yeah.
The fact I got to see so much of the world as well, or have got to see so much of the world, was unbelievable. And to play in such amazing sort of events.
What an event as well, the Commonwealth Games. That's something that not many people could say.
No, I mean, and the village was unbelievable as well.
Yeah.
The sports village was really interesting. It was good. It was good fun. It was
Living
good.
with so many athletes.
Yeah,
in such a
yeah, it
period.
was. Yeah.
On a light-hearted note, Bedford Blues is my local club.
Yeah.
Now, you had a brief stint there.
Yeah.
2 games. What was the reason for your signing for Bedford?
I came off the back of a England tour. My former dips. I was pretty poor, and it was almost like a bit of a shot across the bows from my head coach. Basically, go and sort your head out. This is what happens if you don't perform. I was still a youngster, so I was still learning my way, finding my feet a little bit. And I think because I had such a meteoric rise suddenly in the first sort of couple of seasons of sort of being professional, it's almost like a get your feet back on the ground a little bit.
Buck your ideas up.
Yeah, buck your ideas up, because this is where you're going to be heading if you don't. And it did do the trick. I mean, it was literally a 2-game stint. And it was during the EDF Cup, or I think it was the Power Gen Cup back then. So it was during that sort of period. And it was a shot. It was definitely a shot. I mean, the media went mental over it. They were like, "Oh, Tom Varndell's fall from grace. England tour 1 week, Bedford Blues the second week." And that's no disrespect to Bedford Blues, but obviously at the time they were Championship, and it was a definitely
Championship, bit of a different kettle of fish as well to the Premiership.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a different style of rugby.
Completely different style of rugby. I was lucky enough that when I played for Bed, I did well. I did perform, and I knew that if I didn't perform, then there'd definitely be questions asked.
Well, you'd have been there for the whole season if you did.
Yeah, definitely. I'm probably not playing for them. They would have dropped me as well. So no, it went fine. It was good. It was a good experience. The lads down there were fantastic. They welcomed me in. Obviously, I'd come on the Monday, and I was playing for them the weekend, and we played against Exeter actually, and then we played against Waterloo the week after. I actually hurt my knee, but Leicester brought me back, and I was playing in the Heineken Cup the week after that. So it went well. It was good, and
a grounding for you.
It was definitely a grounding.
Step for a couple
Yeah,
of years.
definitely, and it had to be done, and learned from it, and
Look
moved
where you
on.
are now.
Yeah.
So in 2009 you joined Wasps.
Yes.
Now I see you smile when you said that. What a moment that must have been for you in your career, because at that time Wasps were a force really to be reckoned.
Yeah, it was, and it wasn't just that. It was like I'd always been the youngster at Leicester. I was always viewed as the youngster, and I needed change. I needed to get out of Leicester and start fresh somewhere else. I was from sort of the London area anyway, and actually I'd say even though when I joined Wasps, I think they were on the downward spiral a little bit. They lost a lot of big players. Delalia retired.
They had that sort of period in the 90s where they were.
Yeah, they were unbelievable, and they were literally Leicester's equal. So for me, it was like, right, I'm going to move to someone who's just has been as successful. They've got great culture. Yes, I knew they were making a lot of changes, a lot of things are happening in the club, but I wanted to be a part of that. And actually, it ended up being some of the happiest times of my career.
Yeah, I was going to say, you scored a lot of tries with
Yeah.
the Wasps, but was there anything in particular that really stood out?
I think it wasn't even the pitch success or anything like that. It was just the fact that the club went through some tough times, and to be a part of that, and actually the friendships I built, they are friends for life.
Must have brought you together, really.
Yeah, definitely, and we had some great games. We had some poor games, but we had some really good games, and it was a massive roller coaster of a journey, and I would never ever not. If I had the time again, I'd still go there because it was fantastic. The fans were fantastic. The players were great. Obviously, I built great friendships with certain players, especially Christian Wade. And in your life, you can go from team to team, but you can look back in your career and say you've got like 5 or 6 really close mates, and I'd say that at Wasps I made definitely some friends that I'd be able to phone up any time, ask for a favour, they'll be there for me, and they'll be supportive. And yeah, that's what rugby's about.
100%. Moving away slightly from rugby, we've asked all of our guests about music.
Okay.
Now, without even thinking about it, if I had to say to you, what is the Tom Varndell soundtrack? There's one song or maybe one artist that you just, that's what you're about.
It's a tough one.
Tough one.
It's a tough one.
Everyone says
so
that.
much music out there.
Dave Atwood was listing off about 1,000 different bands.
I think my go-to would probably be Backstreet Boys.
Yeah. Old school.
Yeah.
Keeping it real.
They are cheesy, but their stories are their songs are a story. I love it. It really.
There's actually something about the music rather than there's a story behind it rather than just being.
I remember it's my member school disco.
Yeah.
And that was my first slow dance with my love of my life in my school. And it just brings back happy memories. Every single game it is I want it that way.
Just going back to Tom's prom now.
And it makes you feel really good.
Yeah. So if you're,
that's not a joke either.
Let's say you were back at prom.
Yeah.
If you're meeting someone for the first time, what is your icebreaker?
Karaoke. Every single time. Obviously I'm not dating anymore because I'm in a loving relationship, and obviously karaoke is...
We can take this forward.
I think karaoke is definitely... It strips people back to their, gets them in an environment where they're not comfortable.
It's quite revealing.
But they have, yeah. And you see if they got it, if they got anything about them, they're going to get on that stage, and they're the one.
So is that you then? You
me.
like getting on the stage?
I like getting on the stage. I'm an entertainer.
Bit of a joke. So obviously, when the season comes to an end, you've had a long, hard 10 months, or from pre-season. Is there anything that you would binge out on, whether it be like food-wise, or you go and get drunk all the time? Not that we should probably say that now, but
yeah, I definitely don't drink.
No, but is there any food that you binge out on?
I do love a bit of KFC.
KFC.
I know it's a bit of a cliche, but I do love a bit of fried chicken. Can't get enough of it on the off season.
Yeah.
Obviously, I do like a drink as well in the season. I always tell my partner, like, end of season, I'm going to probably be AWOL for about 4 days. You won't see me. Please don't judge me on my behaviour.
No.
But it's 4 days, go hard.
Yeah.
And I sort of stroll it.
Yeah,
exactly. You need to let your hair down. Yeah.
So say you are out having a drink.
Yeah.
What are you ordering? What is your drink?
Oh.
If I shout you from the other side of the bar, Tom, what are you having?
It would probably be to start the night off, a nice steady Corona.
A Corona.
Just to get the
Got to have the lime in it.
Yeah. Corona and lime. And as the night goes on, it ends up obviously being the shots. Black Sambuca is my go-to.
Is it? No Jaeger?
No.
I
Gives me palpitations. I'll be lying in bed the next morning, my heart's going like that. So it's probably Black Sambuca. I love it.
I mean, that gives you palpitations as well.
I know, but when the boys know when the Black Sambuca comes out, it's
a
game
karaoke
over.
night.
It's karaoke.
So you've been involved in some big games, obviously, throughout your career. Have you ever been stung by a bee?
Stung by a bee?
Yeah, because that is such a big moment in your life.
Stung by a bee?
Or a wasp or anything.
Actually, when I was a kid, I got stung by a bee. I think it was a bee. I leant back on a tree, and it stung me in the back. That was pretty painful.
See, I've not ever been stung by a bee.
It was
if you could spend a day in the life of one of your past or present teammates, who are we talking about?
Oh, Andy Good.
Andy Good.
Andy Good. I just want to know, because he is an epic human being. An epic human. I want to know how that man has managed to have such a successful career. Because
That's
you look at
insult,
him.
actually,
No, it's sort of it's a candy compliment, really. Because you look at him and he's like, how can he even run? How can he throw that ball as far as he can? How can he kick it as far as he can? With the body shape,
the natural talent,
the physical attributes he's been given, he's done very well with. He's got a lovely head of hair now, though. Yeah. He's had that treatment, and he's looking lush. He is looking lush.
He's looking lush. If you had, we spoke about memories earlier from Wasps, but over your whole career, if there was only one thing you could keep in a time capsule, everything else was wiped. Yeah. What is it?
It would be, I had a team social at Wasps.
Oh God,
it was a fancy dress team social, and I was running the court session because he had like a kangaroo court. And one of the players didn't drink. Matt Everard, he's at Nottingham now actually. Unbelievable player, great back rower. But he doesn't drink alcohol. So obviously if you don't drink alcohol, you need to find another punishment. So I ordered the week before the hottest chili sauce known to man. It was like Mad Dog chili sauce. And apparently one drop of it is enough to feed 10 people. So I poured a shot of this chili sauce and I said, oh, Matt, just have this. But and as I was saying, only have a little sip of it. He necked the whole thing. Oh my God, I've never seen anything like it before. He ended up in hospital that night.
Oh my God.
He burnt the lining of his stomach. I remember when we were there, he was pouring water over his head and steam was coming off his head. He was never the same again. He's still to this day
ruined his career.
Yeah. Well, I think Wasp sacked him off a week later actually because of it. No.
He couldn't breathe.
He couldn't breathe ever again. So for me, that was probably off the pitch. That was probably the most memorable thing of my whole life.
What
I loved
about
it.
On the pitch then?
On the pitch, it was probably obviously winning the Premiership title with Leicester.
Yeah. How could you get away from that?
That was pretty special. And then obviously my England debut, getting my first England cap was pretty special as well. And obviously winning the Dubai Sevens a week later was.
And of course there was a moment not so long ago which was
Yes.
quite special to you, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Firstly, congratulations.
Thank you.
Premiership, all-time top try scorer. What I was going to say to you is that your proudest accomplishment, but I guess maybe not.
I think as a winger, like scoring tries is what you're there to do.
Yeah.
Finishing off the moves, and obviously I love scoring tries, and to get that was fantastic. I think it was. What was sad about it is obviously Bristol got relegated.
Yeah.
So at the time, actually I went off injured when I scored my record-breaking try. So I didn't really get to enjoy it. And then we actually went on to lose that game quite badly as well. So it was sort of brushed over with. Obviously, when I look back over my career, when I retire one day, it would definitely be up there with a great achievement for myself. And obviously, I hope to add to that if we get promoted again this year. But yeah, it was great. It's fantastic. Yeah, definitely.
Standard in the Championship is quite good now, but we'd be looking to go straight. Get into the playoffs, definitely.
Yeah, well, there's no playoffs this year, so it's a straight promotion.
I think it's better actually. Because over the last few years, it's been teams who are playing the best throughout the season don't end up getting promoted.
It is. I mean, at least now for Bristol, they can just focus on win every single game, come in the season, top of the league you got, rather than this playoff system, which it works in the Prem because obviously the Premiership is playoff. It's a whole great spectacle.
It's more on the spectacle.
The Championship is just
it's
annoying.
a bit of a nightmare because you could be 20 points ahead of fourth place.
Yeah, whereas that's not going to happen in the Prem. It's always going to be tight. The top four are always so tight.
It's always tight.
Even the top six are always really tight. So
this season, you could argue it's going to be even more.
Yeah. And even the battle for relegation, the Premiership is
so
going to be interesting.
tight.
Yeah, so it's a different sort of league, and the Championship, on paper, really, we should be there or thereabouts coming in the season.
Of course, you mentioned Bristol, hoping to win the Championship, go straight back up. Other than that, have you got any personal goals for the season? Because I know you're injured at the minute, but in a couple of weeks you'll be back. Any personal goals going forward?
I think for me, it's just to play as many games as I possibly can. Consistency is the main thing. You've got to be consistent. You've got to be performing week in, week out. For me, that's all I want to do. Obviously, I'm just over 30 now, and I want to keep fit, keep healthy, get a contract for next year, be part of Bristol's journey into the Premiership, and just keep it going and dot down as many tries as I possibly can.
Have you got long-term goals about staying in Bristol for a while?
I'm not sure. I take it as every season that comes now. I don't think too far ahead because when you get to a bit older, injuries happen and it could be the end. So I want to embrace every single game, enjoy every single game, play as much rugby as I can, and have as much fun as I can because the career is short and you want to have fun because the real world is waiting around the corner, and that's going to be a massive change for me. And rugby's fantastic.
Have you got any plans to do any coaching or anything?
Yeah, I do a bit of coaching. Yeah, I do a bit of coaching now, and I do enjoy it. I don't know if I want to be. I may take some time out from rugby or sport and do something completely different. It'd be nice to put on a suit and not wearing training kit every single day. Maybe just
you might change your mind after wearing a suit.
I do, yeah. I think after a week of wearing a suit, I might be like, give me some rugby kit, I'll be good to go again. But I'd like to try different stuff. I'd like to try stuff outside of rugby and see where it takes me. But right now, my focus is on the season ahead.
I read that you've got quite an interest in sports nutrition.
Yeah, I do enjoy.
Something around that.
Yeah.
After you finish playing.
I do enjoy the science of sport and what can help you perform and what can help you get in the best shape. And I do enjoy, obviously, my own personal nutrition. I think is quite good, and I enjoy helping other people with their nutrition and stuff like that. And not just for sport, but for just general health as well. I do enjoy that aspect of sport, and I think it's massively. I think it's not touched on enough in professional sport. I think if you get your nutrition right, it helps you massively with recovery, with your performance, with everything. So if you want to build muscle, if you want to lose weight, you get your nutrition right, and half the job's done.
So we've got a couple of questions from social media.
Yeah.
For you two. The first one is from Tom Adams.
Yeah.
And I think you've already answered this, but what team did you support as a child?
Leicester Tigers.
That's the Tigers. Next question is from Joe on Snapchat. When you moved down from Wasps, what was the change in competitiveness like?
What, from Leicester to Wasps?
down from Wasps, so I assume when you left Wasps.
When I left Wasp, there was no change in competitiveness at all. I mean, whichever team I've been to, it's always competitive. You know, the environments everyone wants to play. Always big squads, and if you're not on your game, it doesn't matter what team you're at, what level you're at, you're going to lose your place.
You get found out.
Yeah.
The next question is from Arsalan
Right.
on Snapchat. At what age did rugby impact your life, and how did you handle it?
Impact my life. Rugby has all, I mean, from what I can remember,
Day one.
it's literally day one. It's been it is such a full-on job in terms of like you train every day, you play at weekends. Your family have to move around the country for you. Basically, your life is ruled by the sport. So it has been since day one.
Would you like to hear quite a question that you might react to a little bit?
Yeah, chuck them at me.
Why don't you actually make more than 3 tackles a game? That's
Well,
Jordan on Facebook.
I think that's quite. I don't even make 3 tackles a game. I'm lucky if I make 1 tackle a game, and that's because the opposition fear me. They don't run at me. I don't have to make any
I
tackles.
wouldn't want to get in your way.
Exactly. So, terrible question.
And Ian on Facebook would love to know what was going through your head when you tried to charge down a penalty against Queens.
Well, actually, it was I was playing mind games.
Right.
They still went on. They missed the penalty, so actually, I got in the kicker's head.
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't going to get yellow carded or red carded, so
Why not?
why not
Yeah.
change it up?
There you go, Ian.
Make an impact.
Question answered.
Cheers, Ian.
I think that's about everything.
Cool.
Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me. It's
We'll
been
see you
good.
again.
Cheers.